What's up, my Dynasty Squad? It's coming right now. I'm back with a video.
That's my best friend. She stayed on when they gave her. Before I had my change up, before I had my fame up. That's my best friend. Might put a ring on her left hand. Them EC boys my best man. Look at us now, we flexing. Texting, live this sexing. But girl, that's none of their business. You kissing all of my.
Today, I'm going to be telling y'all how my mom found out I had a boyfriend. So, this is the first incident. Look at my knees. Okay, this is the first incident because it was two incidents. So I'm gonna tell y'all the first incident. So the first incident was when we was trip. So let's go to the front. The surprise for my auntie, because he was about to marry her, because they really never had like a real wedding, so they was about to marry her, but she didn't know. She thought they were just about to take a picture, but really it was about to marry her. So that was a good moment. So we had a big old truck with a whole bunch of people in it. So we going to Delaware. Delaware is 12 hours away from Augusta, Georgia, is where I live. So we driving to Delaware or whatever, and you know, we do our little ceremony. Fast forward a little bit, we get out of Delaware, we going back to Augusta, Georgia, where I live. So we driving back home, and I'm on my phone. I'm on Snapchat, right? And I'm on Snapchat scrolling, seeing people's stuff, and my brother like, "Oh, that's your boyfriend." I'm like, "No, it's not." At this time, this boy was my friend. Yeah, at this time, this was my friend boyfriend. So, well, yeah, at this time, this was my friend boyfriend. Well, like they said, it was a prank. So it was a prank. So I'm going through, and my brother was next to me. He was like, "So that's your boyfriend?" And I'm like, "No, it's not," because it was my friend boyfriend at the time. Well, boyfriend, because well, my friend, I'm not even gonna say my friend, I'm gonna say her name, because you know, like, she has a YouTube channel, so you know, like, we close best friends. So Sanaya, it was her boyfriend at the time, like, but they said it was a prank. So I keep saying that, but then after that, he was like, "That's your boyfriend," and I was like, "No, it's not." And I was like, "This my boyfriend," because I was just playing. And then he was like, "Oh, so that's your boyfriend?" He was like, "Let me read the text message tell mama," because my mama was in front. He had a phone back then, well, like, at this time. So he was about to text mama and say, "Maya have a boyfriend." So I was just like, at this time, sorry y'all, but at this time, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I should just let the boy read these messages," but you know, I'm asleep. So I deleted them, and I deleted messages on Snapchat, and because I had saved them, I should never saved them. I had deleted them on Snapchat, and I blocked the boy. And I'm just gonna call this boy Chris. So yeah, I blocked Chris, and when I had blocked Chris. And then my mom, and then I was like, "Okay, I'll let you read him." He got my phone, he ain't see him, so he was like, "All right, I'm gonna tell mom you got a boyfriend, because I know you blocked him or deleted the text message." So he texted my mom in the front, and I'm in the bed. I'm just like, "Okay, I hope my mom don't read the text messages," because he didn't sit there. And my mama looked back at me and said, "Give me your phone." And I was just like, oh my freaking gosh, like, oh my god. Like, at this point, I'm like hating my brother right now, because like, why would he even do that? But then they say my mama asked for my phone, so like, I didn't give her my phone, I threw it. And then she was like, because two people sitting right here, and I threw it between them. And then she was like looking at me like, "Girl, I'm about to pop you dead in your face if you don't give me this phone in my hand." So then she got it, and I was like, "Sorry." And then she got the phone, and she was looking through my phone and stuff. We finally get to my grandma's house, because we was going to my grandma's house, and we finally at my grandma's house, and we about to go, my family about to go home, right? But we had went to the gas station before we went home. And they still had my freaking phone. So we at the gas station, and my mama warned me before this. My mama was like, "Yo, dad, come on," like my mom was like, lock your door," and I was like, I ain't lock my door, because I was laying on it, and I was sleepy. And then my dad come on the side, and my mama told me to lock the door. I don't know why I didn't lock the door. My dad came on the side and jacked me up, like, got my clothes and did like that. And then he was like, he jacked me up like that. And then he was like, so Ma, you got a boyfriend? And then I'm just like sitting there like I really don't know what to say. So I'm like, he jacked me. I'm like, I really don't know what to say. Like, what am I supposed to say? I'm just sitting there. He's like, you got a boyfriend? And then he closed the door. And then he get back in the car. So, like, I'm just like, oh, my God, this boy, my dad did already jack me up. Like, what's going on? And then next thing you know, we go to, and now I'm not allowed to have Snapchat anymore. And then we at home and we walking up the stairs. We gotta go upstairs to go to my house. So like, well, like little stairs, like, and you go to my house. So then my mama just like, the only thing that you gonna have is Musical.ly. You're not gonna have no Snapchat, no Instagram, no Twitter, no. I'm bad, y'all. So my camera had died. So, but like, we going freaking up the stairs. I'm going upstairs, right? And I'm going upstairs, and I'm upstairs, and like, I'm just sitting in my room, like, oh my freaking God. And like, you know, they keep talking about it. And that was basically it for that story time. It was just like the hardest thing ever. It was just like the weirdest. Like, it was just the. But this one, the second instant is when they gon' freaking. So this was when my brother. This happened recently too. So my brother was on this phone with this girl, and I was just like. I was just like, oh my God, like, how long you gonna stay on the phone with this girl? Like, he been on the phone with this girl for a long time. And I go in there, and I'm like, EJ got a girlfriend, so like that. We go downstairs to eat. I'm like, EJ got a girlfriend. And then I was like, Mama, you didn't want to go through their text messages. And he's like, I'm not going through their text messages. And then Mess saying no. He like, oh, let's go text Mom. Maya text messages, which is me, and Chris text messages. So I'm like, oh my freaking gosh, like, this is point when me and Chris is actually going out. Like, me and Chris is actually boyfriend and girlfriend. So it's like, oh, so like, they about to see these text messages. So my brother already know where the text message at on Musical, but he don't know I had his number. So he go in my phone, because he know my password to my phone. He get in my phone and he go to Musical.ly. And he go to the DMs with like the Musical.ly text messages there, and he go to Chris' name, and he go to it, and me and Chris is talk about, hey babe, I love you, just stuff like crazy stuff, like really things that you don't never want nobody to see. But guess what, somebody didn't see the text messages, and I'm just like really embarrassed, and like I don't want nobody to know, and I'm just like really sad. Like, it's just really messed up. And like, I was just really upset. Like, while I went downstairs, I almost killed my brother, because first of all, why would you even tell my mama that? Like, well, like, it's his mama too, but why would you even tell, like, why would you even tell her, like, you really, it did, like, they were just sitting right there reading, well, EJ was reading it, my brother was reading the text messages, and he was just seeing the text messages to my mama just sitting there like, you really love this boy? I'm like, no, which I really do. I love him with all my heart, and he's actually still my boyfriend right now. So yeah, so I love you, Maya.Nation Squad. And peace, Maya.Nation Squad.